All right, so for today, we're going to be looking at what we call median. I'm going to be working on our notes, questions 9 through 16. All right, let's take a look at something really quick. Median. Median, when we think of the sound, median sounds like middle. So let me write that thing down. So sounds like the middle, right? So what I'm going to be asking for you guys to do is write the numbers from small to large. And I want us to know which one is the number in the middle, right? Median, which number is in the middle? The hardest part from today will be basically writing the numbers from small to large. All right, so let's take a look. Just like yesterday, our information will be given to us as a table, which we can see examples 9 and 10. It could be given to us as a bar graph, which we're going to look at examples 11 and 12. It can also be given to us as a table, which we're going to be looking at examples 13 and 14. And it could be given to us as a dot plot, which are questions 15 and 16. All right, so let's start. Question number 9. Like I said, the hard part, not that hard, but just to say the hard part will be write the numbers from small to large. All right, so it seems like my smallest number here is 4. So let me just write a 4. I'm gonna cross it out from my list. And then I have a 5. Let me cross it off from my list. And then I have a 6 twice. Then I have a bunch of 7s. There's actually 6 of them. So let me write down my 7. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Cross this out. Yep, I used all my numbers on my list. Median, middle. Basically, I'm asking which number is in the middle. The hard part, like I said, was to write them in order from small to large. So what I'm going to do, let me cancel it out, but I'm gonna do just a little line at the bottom. Let me cancel the 4 with the 7. Let me cancel the smallest number and the largest number. Let me do it again from the numbers that are left. Let me cancel the smallest number with the largest number. And again, the smallest with largest, smallest with largest. Now at the very center, I should either have one number or two numbers. If it is just one number, yeah, well, that's the median, the number in the middle. When I happen to have two numbers, but the two numbers happens to be the same number, in this case, a 7, that's the median. Now, the problem would be, what if they're not the same number? What if I had like a 6 and an 8? What if I had like a 7 and a 11 or something? What if my two numbers are not the same? What I would do, I will add the two numbers. In this case, let me add 7 plus 7. And then my result, let me divide it by 2. Right, we do this. 7 plus 7 is 14. 14 divided by 2 is 7. So I get a 7. Like I said, when it's the same number, then that's the median. When the numbers are not the same, I will just say add the numbers and divide by 2. All right, so the median in this case was just a 7. Let's take a look at number 10. Like I said, the hard part is writing the numbers in order from small to large. The smallest number that I see is a 3. So that's my smallest number. And then 5. I actually have 5 5s. So let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then my number is 6. Then I have a 10 and I have a 12. Like I said, I wrote my numbers from small to large. And that's the hard part. That's really the hard part. Now what I want to do is find the number in the middle, right? The median is the number in the middle. Let me get rid of the smallest number and the biggest number. And let me do it again. The smallest number and the biggest number, smallest and biggest, smallest and biggest. In this case, I only have one number in the middle. and that's my median. Before we continue, one thing I want to emphasize is I'm going to write my numbers in the list from small to large. In the middle, I might have one number or I might have two numbers. When I have two numbers, but the number is the same number, like in this case, 7 and 7, then that's it. That's the median. But if the numbers are different, add the two values and divide by 2. All right, so we can do when it's given to us as a list. Let's take a look at number 11. When we deal with bar graphs, you might have numbers at the bottom, or you might even have names. In this case, we have numbers. Let's talk about a person 1, person 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way through 9. I'm not interested in those numbers. I'm interested at the numbers on the side. In this case, the left side. My first graph goes up until 18th. So I'm going to say my first number is an 18th. One thing I want to emphasize as well is that my numbers are skipping by 2s. You notice 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So if my bar happens to be in the middle, let's say if it was in between 14 and 16, all right, in between 14 and 16, I will say 15. All right, let's take a look. So the second bar goes a little more than 20. In this case, I'm going to call this 21. And then 14, 16, 15, 15, 16, 17, and 17. All right, you guys can see I got all those numbers from the left. All right, now let me list my numbers from small to large. My smallest number is 14th. Then I have 15 twice. Then I have 16 twice. Then I have 17 twice. And I have an 18 and I have a 21. I listed my numbers from small to large. Now let me find the number in the middle. What I'm going to do, let me cancel the smallest number and the largest number. Let me do it again. The smallest and the largest, the smallest and the largest, the smallest and the largest, and I happen to find one number in the center. And that's it. That's my median. My answer in this case will be 16. Median is the number in the middle. All right, let's take a look at question number 12. Let me list my numbers from small to large. Again, I notice my numbers are on the left side, they're skipping by 2s. I'm not interested in the numbers at the bottom. Sometimes I get names, I get numbers, not interested in the information at the bottom. I want to see the numbers on the left. All right, so my smallest number I see is 13. I see 3 of them. So 13, 13, 13. Then again, I'm going from small to large. So I see 16 4 times. Then I have an 18, have a 19, and I have a 20. Okay. I listed my numbers from small to large. Now, let me draw a little line at the smallest number and the biggest number. Let me do it again. Small and large, small and large, small, large. I happen to have 2 numbers in the center, but it's the same number, 16, 16. So the number in the middle will be 16. Remember I said if the numbers repeat, then that's it. It's the same number. If the numbers did not repeat, right, the 2 numbers in the center were different, add the numbers, divide by 2. All right, pretty cool. Let's take a look at number 13. Now we're going to be looking at tables. All right, talks about boiling point. The copper boils at 2,562 degrees Celsius. I'm just really interested in the numbers, to be honest. So let's see. The smallest number is 78.4. Remember I said the hard part will be writing the numbers from small to large. So 78.4, that's my smallest number. Let's see, right here, 78.4. And then 83. And then my next number is 290. Then we have 337. 356.7. Okay, so then 1091. 1140. Notice how I cross out my number, so that helps out. Then my next number is 2,562. 2,870. Wow, this is a big list. 3,825. And then the biggest number is 4,131. All right. Again, all this is for number 13, right? This is 13. Let me do a line at the smallest number and the biggest number. Some people like to cancel them out. I don't, because tomorrow we're going to be looking at quartiles and then we don't really want to cross them out. So I'm not going to cross them out, but feel free to cancel them out if you want to, okay? So I'm going to, the small number and the large numbered, the small and the large, the small and the large, the small and the large. Cool. So I only have one number, 1091. So that's my median. Actually, let me not write it too big. Let me just, this is question number 13, 1091. Now we learned before that we separate the thousands, right, with the little comma, 1091. I'm going to say it. I'm interested to see if you know the idea how to do this. If you write the comma or not, if you type the comma or not, you're okay. So if you type the comma, good for you. And if you don't, good for you. Right? You don't need it. Now let's take a look at number 14. I don't want to get confused, so let me use green for number 14. All right, these numbers are going to be for number 14. Again, I have to list my numbers from small to large. Okay, so it seems like my smallest number is 0. Good. Then 17.8. Then my next number is 113.7. And then it's 115.2. Then my next number is 327.5, 961.8. Remember, I'm going from small to large. Then is 1,064, 1,085, and 1,538. Whew, okay, it's a big list. Let me cancel the smallest number and the largest number. Let me cancel the smallest number with the largest, the smallest and the largest. And again, my number in the middle happens to be 327.5. Pretty cool. The number in the middle. Now, don't get confused. The blue numbers, the list is for question number 13. The green numbers are for question number 14. Didn't have much room, so I had to write them together. So, all right, let's take a look at the last two examples. Now, dot plots are easy to control, easy to write the list. I'm gonna say my smallest number is 13. Right, I see a 14 next. One thing I want to emphasize, I know that this number, the smallest number I see on my table, on my list is 14, but my first number was before that, right? One before. All right, so then I have a 15 here. All right, when it comes to 16, I have two of them. When it comes to 17, I have two dots as well. Remember, each dot represents a number. Then I have 18. And then my next is 21, 21, and 22. Go from small to large. All right, let me draw a line, right? We can cancel. I'm just gonna draw a line under the smallest number and the biggest number. Let me do it again. The small with the large, the small with the large, small with the large, small with the large, and cool. We only have one numbered, so that's it. My median is 17. Remember, if you have two numbers, you can just add them up, divide it by 2. All right, let's take a look at question number 16. Let me write my numbers from small to large. So the smallest dot is 168. Remember, each dot represents a number. Then I have 174, 175, 179, 180, 181, 182, and then I have 183 twice. And now I'm just going to do one line at the smallest and the largest, 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 and there it is. My number in the middle. In this case happens to be 180. So median, let me zoom out. Median sounds like middle. It's the number in the middle.